everybody, and welcome back. It's time for part 2 of my movie review of the House of Flying Daggers. So let's get right to it with the characters. Only the 3 main characters of this movie. The first one I want to mention is Leo, played by this Andy Liu dude. I don't know his last name. But I will say this Leo dude, I will say he was an okay character. He's not that bad. I will say he's the anti-villain of this movie. He's not really a villain at all. But as you may remember in part 1, I already told you about one of the main plot twists of the story, that he's one of these guys who loved May first, and he did have a background story of it. Yeah, he does love May deep inside of his heart, but somehow he grows jealous because May is starting to fall in love with Jean, and he's really angry about it. And one of the most surprising things about this movie is that this Leo guy was about to rape May. Now, here's a very good unknown question I want to ask you. Why did the director get away with the part with this main anti-villain who was about to rape the main female lead? I mean, that's kind of strange, don't you think? Yeah, there was a part where Leo and May are going to have sex, but to tell you the truth is, May refused, and Leo got angry, and he's going to rape her. That was kind of scary, and something I wasn't that surprised of. But yeah, that's all I want to say about Leo. I will say he was an okay character, but I do like the actor who plays him. And don't get me wrong, this Leo guy reminds me of Tenzin from Basilisk. And there was a part in the near end of the movie where I could see a part of Leo's face where he has the face of Tenzin. I was so freaking surprised when I watched this movie where he got that same look and the personality of Tenzin. I was surprised. Okay, for the next character I want to mention in this movie is the main female lead named May. I love May. She is a really, really good character. I love her personality. I love her attitude. She's a great dancer. She's a great performer. She has fantastic martial arts moves. And she is one of the most beautiful characters I have ever seen in this movie. And, let's see, what else? Yeah, about this woman who played May. Yeah, she was in so many movies that involves Asian, Chinese, and I remember she was in one Japanese movie. She was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I will say that movie was okay, but I haven't seen the whole thing. I never seen Hero, and I only saw the end of Memoirs of a Geisha. Maybe one day I'll go and check out that movie, since it is a pretty underrated film. But her as May, this is one of her best performances I have ever seen in my whole entire life. And yeah, she was also in some American movies too. I didn't know that she was in Rush Hour 2, where she played a main villain. I'll have to check that out. Okay, and also, don't get me wrong, May also reminds me of Oboro from Basilisk. After all, May and Oboro had something in common. They are both beloved main flowers for the main character. And also, later on in their stories, they'll become the fallen flowers. It's a sad shame, if you know what I mean. And now let's go on to the main character of the movie, is Jean. Some Japanese actor I don't know of, but this is the best movie that he ever did. I frickin' love Jean. He is the most good-looking character I have ever seen in this movie. I love his personality. I love his attitude. He has very good looks and charms. I love his martial arts moves. He's a great sword fighter. He can use a bow and arrow. He's the best main protagonist who does fall in love with the main female lead. And after all, he's freaking good looking. And don't get me wrong, ladies and dudes, Gene does remind me of Genosuke-sama for Basilisk. Hey, there's a couple of characters that remind me of some characters that reminded me of my most favorite anime TV show of all time. And to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, if you watch the third half of this movie, you will see a part where Gene had a couple of moments where he does look and act like this awesome main character. Oh, I love you, Genosuke-sama. You are my man. And Gene is also my man, too. It's really hard for me to say. If you guys watch Basilisk or the House of Flying Daggers very carefully, you'll know there's a couple of characters here and there that does remind me of a movie or a TV show. Whoops, I don't want to drop it. Okay. So anyway, I don't have much else to say. Let's head on to my final thoughts of the House of Flying Daggers. Overall, the House of Flying Daggers is one of the best Chinese Asian movies of all time. It had a good storyline, it has good characters, it has great martial arts, great action, good romance. I really enjoyed the score, and I don't like a few parts where the movie got away with some of the points here and there with one plot hole to the film and too many plot twists going on. So, anyway, ladies and dudes, I decided to give the House of Flying Daggers a really good score of 9 out of 10. You had better watch this movie to believe it, if you know what I mean. And there you go, ladies and dudes. That is my whole entire movie review of the House of Flying Daggers. I hope you enjoyed this movie review. And join me next on my next movie review that I can't think of what I want to do next. But I will tell you that very, very soon. I will do Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, Prince of Egypt, Princess Mononoke, and so on and so forth. So anyway, be prepared for my new movie reviews to come. I will see you all later. Sayonara.